Hey, welcome back. First edition of Suncoast MPI TV. I'm John Marshall, I'm the owner, and I happen to be the host as well. So, as I said earlier, just totally psyched to be here. And can you believe this? Our first guest, first show out of the chute.
My pleasure and my honor. Thank you so much,
Paul
man.
Friedlander, Total Title Solutions.
John Marshall, it's good to be here. Listen, I'm so excited that you finally got this off the ground and how it's going to move forward. And a lot of times in some of the shows, I'm on your side of the desk, so this is a different side of the desk for me, being able to talk a little bit about Total Title Solutions, about NPI. And I'll start by talking about Total Title Solutions.
Yeah,
one of the things, I don't know if you're familiar, if you know our president, CEO, Abe Musa, but Abe is all about customer service. And you and I have talked about it before, and one of the things about customer, everybody is in the same business, whether you're a realtor like Ben, whether you do web design like David, whether you own Suncoast NPI. At the end of the day, we all are selling the same exact service, and that's customer service.
I'm into that.
And one of the things that stands us above some of the other companies out there is the fact that we have really 3, maybe even 4 out-of-the-box things that we do, one of which is if a realtor will send us an address, we will put together a complete listing package with the comps, the public schools, the private schools, the surrounding neighborhoods, the whole 9 yards. We will also then put together a moving guide, which helps the person. It tells them whether they're taking it to the new home, whether they're going to leave it at the old home. And we will put together a preliminary title search for them. So going into that listing appointment or using that title search as a second opportunity to go back and visit that potential client, if there's any potential things that might slow it up when it gets to closing, to make it, our motto is closings made simple.
Gotcha.
And the other thing that we do is we do what we call concierge or mobile closings. And what that means is that we will go wherever it's convenient for the client. We don't charge to do that mobile closing. 99% of the time, we actually will send a closer, not a mobile notary that just slides it under your nose and so you can sign it. And we've been as far as, we've been to Orlando, we've been as far as down into Bradenton. We have offices, main offices off of 590 behind Johnny's in McMullen Booth. We have an office down on Central in St. Pete. We have one on Druid in downtown Clearwater. We've got the one that I work out of most of the time up here on Government Drive in Newport Richey. We've got one in Spring Hill. We just have one that we just recently opened in Tarpon Springs, and we have an office in Jacksonville.
Wow.
So we
you guys are booming.
Yeah, we are booming. Again, it's all about customer service. And that 3rd/4th out of the box thing that we do, we have a full-time attorney on staff. So anything that goes within the system that needs to be taken care of, Danny's there to help us with. And I'll give you a perfect example. We have some clients that have worked with other attorneys, but by working with us, it gives you that, attorneys normally are done 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Right.
And so they were getting frustrated at the end of the day, not being able to get answers. So this gives them a little more expanse. This lets them work a little bit later. This gives them the opportunity, because of the number of people we have, to be able to do a second or a third closing on a Friday, saying that, as opposed to somebody saying, I'm sorry, I don't have enough staff to get them all done today. And Abe will tell you, the first thing Abe will tell you is, you never say no to anybody. Don't know if we can fix it, but you never say no. And if we can, we'll go to that extra step to get it taken care of.
That's awesome.
We also have a young man on staff by the name of Ryan Thompson, who is a full-time marketing person for us.
Okay.
So if a realtor needs some help with flyers, if a realtor needs some help with postcards, or needs some direction on how to do marketing, that Ryan, just like Danny, is a phone call away. And in fact, with Danny, the number we actually give you to talk to Danny is his cell number. So everybody is accessible. That's the key.
Right.
Abe's one of these people who does not like to talk to a voicemail. And we try to make sure that when you call us, you don't talk to a voicemail.
That's incredible, Paul.
It's been a good, it's a wonderful experience. He knows how to do business. He knows how to make people happy out there, and that's the key.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to you guys, I joined your Trinity Newport Richey group a little over a year ago, and I would say and
we're glad to have you.
Yeah, and I am glad to be there, because I'm going to tell you, we probably had probably 30 times return on our investment in that first year. And that's what it's all about, guys. It's about referrals. It's about working with people. But more importantly, you talked about a little bit in your segment, it's about credibility.
Right.
And it's about accountability.
Absolutely.
And John's going to yell at me because my watch keeps hitting the table. Sorry, John. But anyhow, we are just, we're excited. We're excited to be the first segment on this, and we're excited about where we're going with this program because this is just the start.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this really, it's for the viewers, right? To kind of help expand our brand more, but really expand you. It's really, at the end of the day, it's for you guys. It's for the members. I'm all about just trying to, how can we do to bring more value to you as the member? And you hit it on the head. I mean, you saw, vetted, we're bringing professionals in. Let's put Total Title. Let's go back there for a second.
Please.
How long has Total Title been around?
Total Title's been around for quite a while. I believe Abe has owned it for probably 8, 9, maybe 10 years now. It was already in existence when he took it over. I believe it was a single store at that time, so to speak.
Yeah.
He's expanded. We're actually even looking at possibly moving into the Tampa marketplace.
Gotcha.
With a physical office. But again, with the concierge closings, it doesn't matter if you're in Tampa because we're gonna get there to take care of it for you anyways. And in this market, I'll tell you where that becomes really important. And I've done a few of them myself where somebody's selling a house because they've had to move to an assisted living facility because of the age demographics.
Right.
So that person, it's so nice to be able to go to that facility, sit down, make them feel comfortable, and get the paperwork done there rather than say, no, I'm sorry, you have to come to our office.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Or we're gonna send you a mobile notary that is going to throw the papers under your nose and you have to sign them and don't ask any questions because I really won't know any of the answers.
Right.
So even in a situation where I'm not a licensed closer, when I go out to do the paperwork, I can explain the paperwork.
That's incredible.
If they have a question, and that's the key. That's why I said we very rarely, unless it's just an exception, try and never have to use a mobile notary.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's awesome. Customer service. You want to talk about that for a minute? You want to talk about that a little bit further?
Guys, let me tell you about customer service. In all my career, customer service is, this man talked about it in the first segment, customer service is about being a server. It's about going the extra mile. It's about not saying no. It's about saying, I don't know that I can fix that situation,
right,
but let me make some phone calls and let me try. And that's what's, because so many people, I don't care again what the business is, so many people go, well, could you do this for me? No.
Right.
No, that's not maybe you can't, but at least have the courtesy to tell that person, you know what, I don't know that I can do that for you, but I am more than willing to go out of my way to try.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's where people don't get it. It doesn't matter what you're selling, whether it's a hamburger at McDonald's, people want to walk in there and see a smile.
I'm John Marshall.
Got the smile. You're probably 75% through the show alray at that point.
Yeah, what do they say? Check up from the neck up, right?
Yeah,
it's all about positive attitude and bring it to the table.
May not be. You may have had some challenges, but you don't bring that to work.
Right.
And and then what? I'll tell you, take customer service one more step. How many times do we smile and have fun with our customers or clients, and then at the end of the day, when we're worn down, we go home and we treat our family like we should have been treating treating our clients. And that's, and I'm not here to philosophize, but it happens all too often where you go, okay.
I've done that before.
Yeah. Would I've talked to my client the way I just said something to my wife or to one of my kids or something? And probably not. So remember, your most important clients really at the end of the day are at your house.
Right. Hope my kids aren't watching right now because, every now and then I do have an anger spasm, believe it or not. But, hey.
and they understand. But again, so often I think about that. I would have never talked to a client like that. Even if I was mad at the client, I wouldn't have talked to him like that.
Absolutely.
And that's the key. That's what makes Total Title stand out, because everybody is trained in such a way that, no, you don't ever say no to a client. You don't know that you can fix it, but at least tell them you're going to try.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't need to tell you, when you pick up that phone, somebody can tell whether you're smiling.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody can tell if you're a happy camper or not a happy camper.
I'm sure you've probably been in front of I'm sure you've done it in front of the mirror a couple times yourself, haven't you?
And I've got to the point where, thank you, Lord, I've been around on this earth for a really long time, so I don't even have to use a mirror anymore. But I'll catch myself. And then it boils down to smiling, common courtesy, and going the extra mile. And that's what we do at Total Title. That's what we do at NPI. That's what it's really all about.
That's awesome, Paul. Yeah, again, I'm delighted that you're here. You're part of this, and you're number one up. I mean, how did that happen? How did you get number one up, man?
I sort of turned the screws on him and said, "Look, I got some other things today. Can I go first, please?"
Oh
So,
no!
what anything special?
No, stop it, stop it.
So, but it's been like I said, NPI has been a dream for me, and in what's happened in our chapter, it's like everything else. All starts at the top. It all starts with leadership at the end of the day. Just like with Total Title Solution, it all starts at the top. It all starts with leadership. What that leader spreads down is what's going to come back.
Yeah, I appreciate sharing that. I mean, again, I try. It's a servant's heart all the way through,
yes.
Right? From the top to the bottom, right?
Yep.
If you all have the right attitude and the right servant.
You can't be a leader if you've never been a follower.
That's right. That's right. And so with some Suncoast MPI, I don't know if you want to drill into that. Like we talk about, we just don't accept anybody.
No.
At Suncoast MPI.
No.
And we do vet, right?
Yep.
And so, like as the owner, for myself, when I heard your name, and I've heard your name for a while, and I've known you for a while, and I heard your name, I'm like, get on the phone with him because what we're looking for people that are absolutely stellar, that are rock stars in the categories. Check, Mr. Friedlander. People that have a servant's heart. Double, triple check, Mr. Friedlander, and then really committed to the commitment to make this thrive. So, I mean, you are the epitome of the Suncoast MPI member, and I'm truly honored to have you part of the Suncoast MPI family. And
wouldn't be able to do that if you hadn't provided the platform, so kudos back to you also. But again, it's about, like you said, we vet people because it's still about accountability.
Right.
If I send you a referral, you're going to follow up on that referral, and people that live in Florida know plenty of times somebody will come out and do it for a proposal and you'll never hear from them again, or they say they're coming out and you never see them.
Gotcha. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
You can sit back and go, God, does everybody have all the business they need? God bless that person.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand. I don't understand.
So that's what NPI is about. That the people we have in our groups are accountable. They have a servant's heart, but more importantly, the accountability part is so important. And they're credible. They will get the job done, and you can be comfortable when you refer a friend or somebody you've met on the street that person's. We're going to head to a break, so I appreciate you, Paul. My friend, thank you. God bless you, sir. God bless you.